What a start from Shedeur Sanders yesterday, now named the Cleveland Browns starter for this next upcoming game against the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to give you my takeaways from his start against the Raiders. Of course, let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that. Also, today's video brought to you by Kalshi. Use the code DTB and get yourself a nice little $10 bonus once you start trading over there. We'll take a look at their odds later on here in this video, but let's go ahead and start with it. The Browns named Shedeur Sanders their starter, and man, I love the energy in which Shedeur Sanders had post game. You can tell, man, this moment meant so much to him. And I said this on my Broncos channel previewing this game on Thursday. I said that one of the keys is that if Shedeur has over 20 attempts, that's a really bad indicator that they're probably going to lose this football game, because you want to set up a young rookie quarterback to have success by emphasizing the run game and winning the game on the ground. So that way you can set him up with nice little play actions and bootlegs and rollouts, things like that. Make the game easier for him, especially going up against a bad team in the Raiders, but a darn good player in Max Crosby that could absolutely wreck an offense. And that's what we saw, man. We saw a really good game plan here from Kevin Stefanski, and we saw great execution from Shedeur Sanders. So here's the passing chart for the day, and there are a few things that I want to point out here. Okay, one, a lot of passes at or behind the line of scrimmage, man, that's totally fine. He executed those screenplays very, very well, threw with great touch. Um, Again, screenplays can be more difficult than you would think to execute, especially at the NFL level. And I loved how he sold that screenplay to Dylan Sampson that ended up going for the touchdown. I mean, I think that was on a third down as well. Yes, not a lot of stuff over the intermediate part of the field. This was something that I thought he would get more attempts to take, but didn't. That's totally fine, because you also took some really nice deep shots from 20 yards and beyond. And hey, the one to Jerry Jeudy was an absolute dime that should have set up another scoring drive for him. Of course, Jerry Jeudy does Jerry Jeudy things and fumbles the ball, but that was a fantastic rollout, extending the play, keeping his eyes downfield, and then throwing with touch. I mean, what we've seen him do on the run. And then, of course, the other one, it was like a sprint rollout, pocket kind of collapsing a little bit, gets out to the right side of the field, and just throws a dart over there to Isaiah Bond that almost goes for the touchdown. And Quinshon Judkins was able to have a couple nice rushing touchdowns, if I remember correctly. Of course, you had a field goal and then that Dylan Sampson touchdown as well. But overall, man, I would give Shedeur I give him an A minus, man, with his first start being on the road. And yes, he did throw this interception here on this little curl route. He didn't see that defender in front kind of sitting there. The probably should have hit this back that was kind of swinging out during that play, but man, that's okay. He's going to learn from those mistakes. And again, guys, in terms of a first start, I think it was really, really good. If you go back and look at last year's rookie class, man, you didn't have a passing touchdown in the entire class until like week 4. 11 of 20, that's totally fine, because also, man, you hit some big shots. And it's going to be fun to see what Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders and company come up with going up against like a legitimate defense, but it's going to be at home. And this is something where Shedeur can help the Steelers, just being the game manager. That's what he did. 11 of 20, okay? We got the stats here for 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Managed the game outside of that interception really well. Again, I was impressed with the poise. You saw him. He didn't play rattled or anything like that. Again, compared to how he got into the Ravens game, that that was like a shell shock, right? But having the whole week to prepare, I thought he did a great job. And yeah, Kevin Stefanski, as long as he continues to emphasize the run game, continue to do that, man. I've always felt that Shedeur is a better fit for this offense than uh, Dylan Gabriel, as long as he's getting the ball out, man. And that's what we saw. So he got the ball out, did well. Let's see now going into week 2 if you can dial up a few more of these passes, especially. Got to hit these over the middle of the field eventually, or else defenses are really going to start to key. And I would imagine that defenses are going to start to key in this part of the field. And Shedeur is going to have to make some more big throws downfield. But I'll repeat myself. If he's running boots and stuff off of play action, playing off the run game, man, that's going to make the game easier for him. So credit to Kevin Stefanski, man. He had a good game plan coming in. These were plays that Shedeur could execute easily. This is a huge issue that I have with CU right now, is that some of the idiots we got on coaching on the coaching staff just seem to put so much pressure on the quarterback for things to happen, to make things happen. And we kind of saw that there at certain points against, oh man, who did we play? Arizona State this past week. That was not the case for Cleveland and Shedeur Sanders. So Shedeur knows, man, that this is a big stretch of games. He's been named the starter this week for San Francisco game, but not for the rest of the season. He's going to have to continue to deliver and play well. The pressure is on, but we know when the pressure is on, Shedeur Sanders normally plays really well. He normally rises to the occasion. Dude, that's something that you can't teach. Okay? Something you can't teach. He's got it. And with a young quarterback, you're going to have the ups and downs, but the key is, do you make more positive plays than negative plays? And Shedeur definitely did that. Hey, right now, Cleveland is at a 30% chance on Kalshi. So if you put $10 down, like that $10 bonus, hey, you could triple your money and a little bit more if Cleveland ends up doing that. But I'm going to go ahead, for some fun, man. I'm going to put some $5 on here, man. How about that, man? I think that would be a lot of fun. And right now, 6.5-point underdogs, but Cleveland is at home. This defense is going to play the Niners really hard, and the Niners are coming off a short week. They play tonight against the Panthers. So we'll have to see how all this goes. But, man, ultimately, I'm relieved for Shedeur. I'm happy for Shedeur. And he's got, 5 games left to see what he can do, 5, 6 games left. See what he can do. And hopefully, hey, you win more games with the Browns, that's going to put the Browns out of the equation for one of those top quarterbacks. And if he plays well and Cleveland gets on a little streak here, he could have the opportunity to go into next season, as that starting quarterback. So pressure's on. Let's see how Shedeur does it. But very, very proud of him. Again, A-. I think that he passed with flying colors in his first NFL start.